More than a dozen Fort Wayne community leaders are back from a trip to Des Moines, Iowa.
It was the second time Greater Fort Wayne Inc. has sponsored a trip to that city. The first group spent 4 days there last month. Mayor Tom Henry was one of 2 elected officials to go on this week's trip. News Channel 15 Sarah Wagner talked to him this afternoon and joins us now with more from Studio 15.
Well, this week's visit was much shorter than the first one. Business and community leaders only spent about 6 hours in Des Moines on Monday. Despite the quick trip, though, Mayor Henry says the city offers many valuable lessons and takeaways.
We left here roughly 9 o'clock in the morning. We got back about 6 o'clock that evening.
It definitely wasn't your typical day at the office, though.
We spent the entire time talking to various heads of organizations, the president of the bank, the head of the United Way, the head of a foundation. We also took a tour of the city. So it was a very productive day.
So why Des Moines, Iowa, of all places? Well, to start, the capital city ranks #1 as the mid-sized metro area by Greater Fort Wayne Inc.'s Economic Index study. Fort Wayne didn't receive quite as high of a ranking. Our city came in at 52nd. Around 15 leaders went on this trip to find what Des Moines is doing well and adopt that for Fort Wayne.
It ranked very high in a number of areas that we're interested in as far as Fort Wayne is concerned. So that was a city that we thought could offer us some advice, offer us perhaps some additional tools on how to keep our city moving forward.
Last month's trip focused on the capital city's successful economy and downtown development. This one was more targeted with a focus on public and private partnerships and the involvement of the Community Foundation, something the mayor says gave everyone on the trip a renewed sense of excitement.
I think this is a real opportunity for Fort Wayne to learn from other cities, learn the things that they've done well, and they can learn from us too. So it's a sharing process.
And as you just heard, the trips aren't just benefiting the Summit City either. A group from Des Moines is planning a trip to Fort Wayne early next year. In Studio 15, Sarah Wagner, News Channel 15.